Welcome back with Juicing with Josiah. It is day 5, July 5th. Watermelon. I gotta get through 2 more green drinks, but I have this watermelon that I gotta get through too, and I'm not doing a green drink anymore. Especially after last time. uh, Today is technically, supposed to be weigh in, like first weigh in. I'm not gonna do that for social media. We're gonna do that on the 10th, and we're gonna go live on Facebook. Facebook is Juicing with Josiah. TikTok is Juicing with Josiah. We changed it up. I'm feeling great. We had a great 4th of July. The wife went out, and when she was getting stuff for her and the kids to grill, she got me a whole bunch of fruit, so we made a whole bunch of juice. So I'm super excited about that. Made more watermelon juice, more honeydew juice. We experimented with grapefruit a little bit. We experimented with some berries. These are all things that I don't never ate, besides watermelon, apple, banana, and oranges. That's about the fruit that Josiah took in before this. So, I will say that if you're not going to be dedicated to cleaning the machine and the prepping, because it takes time. It takes a lot of time. About 3 hours, I'd say. Unless you're like super prepped and you don't have other things kind of carrying you down or popping up, but that's life, so um with the name change and everything, I figured I should talk about it a little bit or start to discuss it. This wasn't just like I wake up one day and I'm like, I'm juicing and I'm not eating, This has been a long journey for me in my life. I've battled with being overweight my whole life. And this is the worst that I've ever been. Before I did my 4 water fasts leading into this juicing stage, I was at 400 pounds. During the failed surgeries of my foot, and this has been 3 years of broken foot, it's still broken now, I gained 110, 15 pounds-ish. But for sure, I gained over 100. So, it was kind of like, you gotta do something. If you don't do anything, that's doing something, which is progressively getting worse. I can't work out my leg. I have chronic deep right perennial neuropathy and CRPS. So, I have all of the neuropathy things. You name it, I got it. And CRPS basically means that the neuropathy that I have in my foot travels throughout my whole leg. And then when it travels up the leg, then it starts to affect me walking, my back, and all of those things. And so right now I'm struggling being the stay-at-home dad, which means taking kids to trying to get them ready, taking kids to school, picking them up, all of those things. My wife, the roles swapped in life. And so I really, in this 3 years, went through a very, very difficult season. It was a 3-year rainy season. And now looking at it, there's some great blessings that I received and that I'm very, very grateful for. Uh, ideally, I'm sorry guys. Ideally, I prefer not to, lose thy foot, but these blessings have been amazing. Um, we'll get into those down the road, but with this season, it's time to adapt, and it's time to overcome, and it's time for it to be spring, and for the flowers to come, and for everything to bloom, and that's kind of what I'm doing here. So, I've been in the Word. I did 4 fasts, 3, 6, 9, and 12, before this juicing, and here we are. And for the people who are like, oh my gosh, that's so much sugar. How about we don't trust what they say? Because if you trusted what the health people said, you'd be eating 5 servings of grain, and if you look into that, grain is terrible for you. So, this is a natural fruit. Anything God made can't be bad for you, and that's that. That's the end of the discussion. Bop. Oh, you looking at my watermelon juice, little girl? So, which is super cool. Paisley loves watermelon juice, so Lily does as well. She's not as whatever about it, but anytime. It's cool because in this process, I'm going to be spreading it to my kids, and that'll help with the nutrients that they lack. If I can make a good green drink where it tastes like apple juice, pear juice, and all this stuff, but it has all these other benefits like celery and kale and basil, and I don't even know that many yet. That's going to be a huge benefit, and it's going to be amazing for them as well. Liliana loves the process of making the juice, the cutting it up, the putting it in the machine, the noise. It's like an ASMR, which is great. So, yeah, we're gonna hit day 5 and we're gonna knock it out. I'm feeling great. I would say that the hardest part so far would be of night 4. I was kind of hitting them hungers, and I drank a significant amount of fruit juice last night while me and the wife were playing darts in the garage. Shout out my buddy Griffiths. Now we're hooked on darts, and now we got a little competition going, so that's fun. But I'm gonna be making some more juice today. I gotta do all the dishes, and then clear a spot, make room in the fridge, because we're gonna be hitting cantaloupe, blood orange, and grapefruit today. Just because I'm not putting a limit on how much juice I'm taking in, so this is over 32 ounces. 3 cups is 32, so it's a little bit over. I'd say 3.5. They say that the 32 ounces is a meal replacement size. But the thing is if I'm hanging out with the wife in the garage and she wants to shoot some darts, you're out there in the heat and you're sweating and stuff like that. I'm gonna take an extra juice. I'm not gonna limit myself to only 332s, especially since I'm not consuming anything. I'm only consuming the nutrients from fruits and vegetables, so that's it. It's not. There's no way that I'm gonna consume enough juice to go over the daily limits for anything, for calories, for sugar, for anything. So you can drink as much as you want. You just have to have a mix, and you have to drink water as well. And so that's what I'm doing, man. And I'm excited for this journey. It's just begun, and it's going to be amazing. and it's going to be shocking, and I am excited for it's going to propel me into my next phase in life. And so that's what I'm doing. Get on board with it if you want. If you don't, I don't care. So until next time, just size out. Peace.